What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl V the Notary. Hope you guys are having a great day. So, I really, sincerely, and genuinely need input from every single person that watches this video. I need you all to please comment on this video because your comments and your ideas and opinions on this is going to kind of determine on some of the things that I decide to do as it pertains to these loan signing agencies. Okay, these signing services. Now, the topic today is, should we be calling out signing services? And by calling out, I mean, getting on Instagram, Facebook, on YouTube, and letting each other know as fellow notaries which signing services are just having bad practices, lowballing us. Is it our responsibility in the notary community to call them out? Okay. And I really am asking you guys all to please comment and give me your feedback and your input. So, some of the things that have kind of sparked me wanting to talk about this is, number one, there are three signing services that I have been itching to just blow up and let you guys know that when I'm talking about lowballing, I'm talking about a seller signing for $15. Yes, you guys. There's one that's terrible about lowballing us. It's continuous, and when I reply, I always reply back to them and say, your offers are too low. It's unacceptable. They clearly don't care because they continue to send out offers that are really, really low. There's one in particular that's really, really bad. I have screenshots and I've just been itching to put them on blast. But I wanted to ask you guys, what are your opinions on that? Because it's not even necessarily wanting to give the company a bad name or anything. I just think that this is my opinion, we need to hold these signing services accountable because it's highway robbery. You know what I'm saying? Just simply put, it is bad business. It's almost insulting for you to send out an offer at $15 for a seller signing. $15? What is someone going to do with that? All that work and you're offering $15? And so, I mean, it's almost unbelievable. It's kind of like, I just really want y'all to know who this signing service is. And I feel like changes are not going to start to be made until we start holding the signing services accountable for their bad business practices. I have another signing service that is just terrible with responding to you, or I have been literally at the signing table and needed assistance or had a question that only they could provide it to me, and they don't respond, and it's happened several times. Should we be calling them out not only again on these low fees but their bad business practices? Now, there was one time in my community tab where there was a signing service that I called out for a low offer, and then it was most people. There was a couple comments under there where people were like, well, you shouldn't do this. Why are you calling them out? That's not good for you. You should be nervous and they're not going to want to work with you. And then some of you guys on the other hand are like, no, call them out. We need to know, put them on blast. We all should be doing this. Because my thing is again, I'm going to make sure that I do and offer exceptional service to the clients, to the signing service, to the title companies. But what happens when they're not doing their part? I feel like nobody's holding these signing services accountable. And I feel like the way to do that is to once they start seeing their name going around in these different, the different chatter on the blogs and different things that are related to notary service, signing services, once they see their names in there, they'll start making changes. One notary is not going to do it. If we're all saying, hey, we are not fans of this signing service, they're doing bad business, they're not paying, comparable rates, etc. Until we start doing that, when are they going to make changes? So I want to know where you guys are at with this, because sometimes I get frustrated with some of you when you're like, oh, I would take that. I would take that in a heartbeat. Well, you are part of the problem. If you get a buyer's offer for $50 and you take it, you're part of the problem, you guys. A signing for $50 for a buyer's package is not okay. I don't care I don't want to argue with none of y'all about it. It's not okay. It's way too much work for $50. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise. You're part of the problem if you are going to accept that. And that's why we keep getting lowball, because you guys keep accepting it. And I don't mean to come off, harshly in this video, but I'm like really, really passionate about people being compensated for what they're worth. And I'm really passionate about this field and about us working together to be compensated appropriately. Again, I feel like there's a little bit of a different rules as it pertains to brand new notaries. Sometimes you may take offers that are a little bit lower, to get that experience. But at the same time, you have to still respect yourself. And I don't care what your experience level is. You should not be doing a buyer's package for $50. You just should not. And again, so there's that. I think we have to do better as a community with working with one another to make sure that we're treated fairly. I mean, these different notary organizations are not really regulating this. There's no regulation on this. There's no regulation on signing services. Now, if they're just, ripping people off and not paying you, then of course, but there's still a level of being unethical with sending out offers for $15. That is just not okay. And then what ends up happening is, then, because nobody's accepting a buyer's pack. So they start out with pennies, and then they'll send it out again for $25. And then no one's going to accept that. Then they'll send it out. They'll put it up to $30. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and then those of you that are like, well, I'll take it. You take it for 50 or 40. And then the cycle continues to repeat itself. And there's never any improvement in the fees. There's never any improvement in the customer service. And the list goes on. And again, the cycle continues to repeat itself until there's changes. So I say all of that to say, I know that was a rant. What are your guys' thoughts on making the different notaries and the people in your notary sphere or whatever it is, whether it's on a public, forum or not, should we be calling them out? And because I don't want to just be the bad guy that's like, okay, well, this signing service is really terrible and and my objective is not to put anybody out of business or to hurt anybody's business. My objective is for everybody to improve, for us to improve in the service that we provide, and it, as well as the signing services improve in the service they provide to us, as well as the fees that they're compensating us for. So it's a serious question. I know it's like a sensitive subject amongst loan signing agents, but we cannot continue to ignore it. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but inflation is real. And, I think that the fees that we're paid for should reflect that. And I'm not asking to be, have just be completely overpaid. I'm not. I just want everybody to be fair, in every single element and every single person, every key player within this process to be compensated fairly. And it's not happening. It's just not. I think more times than not, we are getting lowball offers. Now, if you're working directly with the title company, I'm not talking about that, because they are fair. They're great. I've had nothing but excellent experiences with title companies. I'm talking about a select number of signing services that are just asking for the world but giving you pennies. You want scan backs, then the signing is 20 minutes away, 20 minutes to 40 minutes away. Then you want this and you want that and you want witnesses and then you want this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you want all of that for $15? Come on, y'all. We gotta work together on this. So let me know your thoughts. You know, I'm not going to keep you guys any longer than I need to, but please let me know your guys' thoughts on this topic to let the world know or not. That's just it, you know. And if you guys agree, I'm going to start putting some of these signing services on notice because we just have to do better. Plain and simple, they have to do better. Everybody just needs to be fair and operate in fairness. So please share this video. If you know another notary, share this video. And like I said, I really am looking for feedback on this video because I want to kind of determine how I move forward with some of the videos that I create for you guys. So let me know you guys' thoughts. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, have a great day. Bye-bye.